Hi, welcome to Charts Chatter with Satur Charts, edition of 24th May 2022. Again, yesterday we saw an evening start on the Nifty chart, and predictably, Nifty corrected in the second half after trying to make a handsome intraday gain of up to 16,260. So I'm sure this is going to be a recurring affair until the event moves out of the way. So until the Fed event and the RBI policy event moves out of the way, I think this is going to be something that should be expected. But understandably, Nifty has made a good bottom, and it's moving within the range. So that's where Nifty is. Um, Interestingly, what is unobserved is that between the previous high from where it fell off, that is the 16,800 level, from where it fell off, Nifty is, right now at the 16,000 to 16,200 level. So there is a big gap that has got created. If you see, there's a blue arrow that I have marked here on the left side, and another blue arrow to the right side where it closed today. So the gap between this 2 points is close to about 500 points. So at some point, Nifty might make an attempt to bridge this gap. So this is typically called an island, and generally island formations are quickly recaptured. So this, if you see, this entire band is an island. So at some point, Nifty might want to recapture this. Now let's see, how does Bank Nifty look like? So this is the Bank Nifty chart. Bank Nifty, on the contrary, closed strong today. It was refusing to go down, and despite the last hour sell-off, it made a valiant attempt to close in the green. It's just even 50 points, but it did manage. Now, Bank Nifty is very, very strong. So similar to an island that we have seen in Nifty, there is also an island formation in Bank Nifty. And this gap is again close to about 1,000 plus points. So at some point, this island will need to get filled up. And this can only get filled up by Bank Nifty moving up. So what are the probability of Bank Nifty or Nifty moving up is what we have to understand in today's session. Now, in case of Bank Nifty, we know it has been bullish over the last few days and weeks. On the day chart, the MACD has already given a buy signal. So this is the earliest signs of a reversal. Okay, doesn't mean necessarily that one must go long on this, but this is time to sit up and take notice that Bank Nifty can move up very, very quickly in days to come or in weeks to come. So the MACD going positive, regardless of the fact that it is below the zero line, but the histogram has also turned positive, is the earliest sign that Bank Nifty can give a bullish run. The stochastic is already turned positive and it's quite strong. The RSI is quite strong and pointing upwards. The only indicator which needs to go positive is the ADX, the directional indicator, which is still negative, understandable, because of the daily pull and push that's happening. So on the daily chart, this needs to probably go also positive. So when all these oscillators, so 3 out of the 4 critical oscillators are already in the positive zone, and ADX is the only indicator which perhaps needs to go positive. The other critical prerequisite for Bank Nifty to go long is that on the Fibonacci retracement, it is right now at the 23.8% retracement zone, and that's where the pull and pressure is happening. So at a minimum, Bank Nifty will need to kind of test 38.2% retracement, which is at about 35,400 level. So that will be a very, very formidable long. So this is not a recommendation to go long on Bank Nifty right away. It is just um, a kind of exercise to catch or spot probable winners much earlier in the day. And the idea is that we keep watching as to how it kind of performs. How do the oscillators perform over the next few days to few weeks, and then enter at the right point in time. So it has to fulfill all the conditions of Fibonacci retracement, all the oscillators going into a buy mode, and the strength of the candle, the pattern it makes. But this is a probable winner, and the minimum upswing in Bank Nifty could be 1,000 points from here. And once that is captured, so probably another 1,200 to 1,300 points. So eventually Bank Nifty might find itself in the 36,500 zone in the next few weeks, perhaps. Now, so is it a right point to enter Bank Nifty? I don't think so, because we have the Fed event and the RBI event the first week of June. So probably Bank Nifty itself is biding time and just spending time within the same zone so that it can move ahead once the event is away. So the best time to enter a trade is when the event is out of the way. It's not ideal to kind of enter any long trade with any major events that are coming up. So Kotak Mahindra Bank, we know, has been a very strong contender, and this is one example where the trade was spotted weeks in advance. So if you all recall that as early as 3rd of May, I had kind of opined that it was getting bullish and a big breakout could be possible with an eventual target of about 123 points. So today, in about 8 to 9 sessions after that, with two combination patterns, one of a symmetrical pattern and one of a rising channel, Kotak Mahindra Bank exactly hit the target. So now if you see, this is the price point bar or the target bar that I had set way back on 3rd of July. I'm sorry, 3rd of May. And in about 8 to 10 sessions, Kotak Mahindra Bank exactly hit 1890 today, which also happened to be the resistance zone. So the target got achieved. So the idea behind sharing this is that if a trade is spotted much earlier in the day, then one can really gear up and use the appropriate way to trade, either by going long on futures or going on options or merely buying delivery stocks, whatever suits one's trading style, or sometimes hedge. So whatever, there are various ways in which one can trade. So this is one skill that one can really build if one can spot winners much earlier in the advance. So the idea is to take far too lesser trades, but take up winning trades so that it pays off, even if there is a waiting of 8 to 10 sessions that you have to wait for it to ultimately hit the target. So this is the strength and the beauty of technical analysis, that it gives one the ability to spot trades or investing opportunities much earlier in the day than any other form of approaches that may be prevalent. I do hope that you found this video useful. And if you did like the video, please press the like button. And please do subscribe to this channel for regular updates. The entire content that I've shared today is for educational purposes, and I'll continue sharing them in future as well. So they do not purport to be a trade recommendation. I hope you can share this link amongst all your friends and colleagues. And do let us know if you have anything, any feedback. So please put it in the comment box and we'll be happy to work on it. Thank you so much. And all of you have a nice evening.